good to see you. We're excited to have another big victory on Saturday. Again, our guys found a way to win, kind of a scrappy group of guys. We made some big plays throughout the course of the game, but still got a lot to work on. Got to work on our consistency, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But other than that, we're really excited. We're beat up. Got a lot of guys that are tired and probably missed a little practice earlier in the week. But spirits are high, and we're excited about the next opportunity that we get this Saturday.
Can you give a quick update on Chavez and Io and how their progress is coming along?
Well, we'll know a little more about Chavez tomorrow. I hope he'll be able to play some this week. Io, I would not expect him back till after the off week. If I was given a professional doctor's opinion, that would be what I would tell you.
Other than that, though, other than the bumps and bruises, pretty healthy.
Well, not really. Darian Skinner ended up not playing Saturday. He's nursing an ankle injury, and we wasn't sure when we talked last time whether he would be able to play or not. So again, we're concerned about him. Demetrius Mason's banged up. Don't know, about him right now. He came off the field with a leg injury. We got some guys that are just that are hurt right now. We got Addison and Hayes will probably. I think they'll be ready to go on Saturday, but they probably won't be able to practice tomorrow. But other than that, we're pretty good shape.
Talk about your defense again being opportunistic again on Saturday, making big plays when you really had to have them.
Well, defensively, that was the best performance that we've played against competition at our level. Thought we played the run extremely well. We did give up 2 big runs, and we gave up a couple runs to the quarterback that we got to be more disciplined by our outside linebackers on the zone read, especially this week with the type of offense that we're playing. But we continue to force turnovers, which is always a good thing. Unfortunately, we turned it over 3 times, so that kind of balanced itself out. But again, we got more eyes to the football. We're doing a better job of limiting the big play and those things. And then at the end of the game, that was a big stop down there that last drive. It seemed like they had 50 chances to get in there and score, and we held them out of the end zone to hang on to that 11-point win. So I thought our defense progressed nicely over the things that have been plaguing us throughout the early part of the season.
And also talk about Josh Manning with a big game. I know they picked on him quite a bit at Jacksonville State, but made a big play down there, and it makes 2 huge plays for you this Saturday.
Well, Josh is he's probably our most physical corner, and he had a great interception, and then we forced the fumble that he happened to be at the right spot and was able to pick it up and go score with it. So he's been playing well. Guy gets overlooked a lot of time is Darian Yavi. He's been playing exceptionally well out there at the cornerback position. And then those guys had to step up, especially Kadarius Sanders. And those 3 corners played a lot of snaps due to Darian Skinner not being able to play.
Talk about Jonathan Jackson and the decision to remove the red shirt and what kind of impact he's made for you.
Well, he's a good player. We've said that all along, that we were very excited about him. We started him out as an outside linebacker. We've been playing him in the inside spot, and it just came down to depth and a few injuries, having to move some guys from linebacker to end and whatnot. But he's been playing solid. He's getting some good quality reps in the ball game. Again, we wish we could have redshirted him because I think over time almost all freshmen need to be redshirted. But he was excited 2 weeks ago when we told him he was going to get to play, and he's made the most of it, and I'm proud of him. He's worked extremely hard, and he's had a good attitude. And more importantly, he knows where we're coming from. I mean, we're after his best interest, just like we are everybody. But a lot of young players don't always see that, and he's mature enough to know that early on we didn't want to burn a red shirt year with him and mop up duty. And now looking back, we wish we could have got some of those reps, but we made a decision game 4 that he was going to be the player. And to me, that was kind of the cutoff, and he's been a huge asset to us.
You had to be happy again with special teams on kickoff coverage.
Yeah, I am, Lindy. We work hard at that every day, and more importantly, we got guys that enjoy doing it and take a lot of pride in running down there. And I mean, you look down there on the kickoff. You got Anthony Hayes, starter, Travis Taylor, starter, Pokey Harris, who starts on every special team and is a key backup on offense. Janowski Davis, Dwayne Brady. Those are the guys that are running down there. Brandon Hathaway, John Thorell, T. Ray Malone, Chris Dansby, and William Higginson. I mean, that whole group, and they go down and take a lot of pride. And then, of course, it doesn't hurt that Carson's really kicking the ball well, and he's putting it in good positions to get our coverage team down there.
You mentioned the kind of offense you were going to face this week. What do you expect?
Well, they've done a lot of different stuff this year, but they're a zone read team, a little bit of option involved in there, very similar to what they've been doing. I mean, they're a run-first football team, and we got to do a better job in our assignments and playing all phases of it in order to be able to stop them. So, of course, anytime you play an option team, it always keeps you up at night just because they can make you look silly if you get out of position.
And I know usually they're good defensively. Are they struggling defensively, or are they having to be on the field so much with the offensive woes that it's kind of coming back from?
Well, I don't know. I don't look at the time of possession, Neil, on that. If you put the film on and you watch the film, their record does not marry up with how good that I think they are. I do think their strength is the defense. I think they've played very well on defense. It's a team that, we've struggled to I know we've scored some points, but a lot of those points, last year were off some turnovers, some punt return, kick return. So we haven't moved the ball. They don't do a whole lot defensively. Now, they're a little different than the teams we've been facing. They play base defense, and they play it well. So that's a concern of our offensive inconsistency at this time. So, I think they're a good football team. I really do. And they always play us tough. Ever since the years I've been here, they've all come down to the wire. So that's what we're expecting. I mean, I'm expecting this to be a tougher ball game than we had this past Saturday.
What did Tennessee Tech adjust on, in your opinion, in the second half that limited what the offense was able to do?
We just didn't block them. Yep, and we didn't block them, and we just didn't execute well. And I thought that, our offensive line, that was probably coming off such a great game against Jacksonville State. I didn't think we blocked real well up front, and that's big. I mean, those are the guys. Y'all talk about Walter. Walter's don't get me wrong. Walter's you wish you'd get him the ball every play. I mean, the guy's phenomenal with the ball in his hand. But the reason we've been successful on offense since I've been here is because we're very good up front. And the thing is, we were just poor on first down, poor on second down, and then, of course, if you're bad on those two, you're going to be poor on third down, and we never could get in any rhythm. And when our offense doesn't get in rhythm, it really looks bad. So we got to be better offensively this week. And again, Tennessee Tech's a good football team. I mean, they come in, they're 3-2, and then, they played some good teams. And, you look around, I mean, Martin's got a great team. Tennessee State, that's who beat Tech and, SEMO. And, I mean, golly, they look better than they have since I've been here. So, everybody's pretty good, and you got to be ready to play each week. The other teams I hadn't seen yet, so I can't comment on the other squads.
You have to feel good, though, sitting where you are, knowing that your team has still got a very, good chance to get better.
Yeah, but there's no question. I mean, I think we improved some this past week. I want us to continue to get better. But no, you look at the schedule we've played. We've beaten the competition at our level. Every team that we've played at our level. Beat one that was below our level, and then the other two games. I mean, they are what they are. So I feel good, and I do think we're getting better each and every week, and I'm excited about that. But that's got to continue in order for us to be successful.
Talk about how exciting it is sometimes to watch the film after you've had some big plays. Is that something that gets you excited to watch and go back and relive some of those moments?
Oh yeah, it does. It just makes me see what all happened that led up to the play, like who made a good block, throw, catch. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Like we get a few laughs and giggles just to see like what happened during the play. So yeah.
What's the kind of stuff that usually gets the laughs and the giggles?
Laughs is crackbacks, when people get the crackbacks across the field or right before the play is over. Like that really gets us laughing is crackbacks.
Talk about the punt return for a touchdown. You just have a spot that you're looking for, and then turn on the jets when you see a hole open. How does that work?
Yeah, most of the time, like before, when the ball is punted in the air, like I try to see how hard the punt team is coming down and which direction, and I try to like set it up and try to go the opposite way to get them all coming in real close, and then just go the other way. So yeah.
And how good has the blocking been this year?
Oh, the blocking's been real good. Coach Hatch has at practice really been emphasizing like blocking, like engaging like right at the last moment. So I mean, it's gotten pretty good.
What about the chemistry between you and Mikhail Miller? I know you hooked up on a couple of long ones Saturday.
The relationship is constantly growing, like each and every week. So we just try to keep building on that by like just getting me the ball at practice more and just trying to communicate on like where I'm gonna be at on some routes and like certain coverages. So it just constantly gets stronger each week.
Talk about your second touchdown. You're on their sideline, you catch it. Looks like you're tackled. What happened? Because from the other side of the field, it looks like you're down, and then you just kind of shoot out of there.
Oh no, I really don't know. Like I just felt a few dudes on my back. I kept like running my feet. Then next thing you know, I was out of the little pile. And I think one of the linemen, somebody said one of our linemen like got pushed onto the pile, so actually like just brushed the pile off my back. So after that, I just started running. I was kind of tired because before that play, I was finna tap out actually, and then Mikhail was like stay in. I was like all right. So then he called it to me, and then I just started running. I almost got caught by, I think it was a DN or something, but had the high stepping in. So yeah.
I know your yardage aren't what they were last year. Still good, but the touchdowns are up. 10 leading the nation right now.
Oh yes, sir. I just been I feel like I'm a magnet towards the end zone sometimes. So whenever I get close to it, I just got to get in there. So.
Talk about the depth of the receiving corps as a whole. I mean, there's a lot of good guys around you.
Oh, the depth at receiver, it's real good. Like my backup can come in and do some damage, Paul Rice, and then even our third team receiver. So, I mean, all across the board, we got receivers that can catch the ball and make plays and get upfield.
As Coach preached again this week about the consistency, because in the second half, things didn't come as easy for us offensively.
Yeah. Sometimes like when we get up, like we get a little lax, and like that's what we always try to work on is just once we like got the hammer on them, just put it down on them even more come the next half. So that's what we need to focus on more, just constantly like just keeping the pressure on them.
What do you know about Southeast Missouri, and talk about pass games maybe with them?
Well, I don't know too much about them this year. I wasn't able to watch film yet, but I mean, whatever the coaches got schemed up for, I'm pretty sure it's going to work.
They haven't won a game yet. That makes them that much more dangerous because they're hungry at home.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be like a little cat in the corner, so they're going to be ready to claw their way out, but we're going to be able to pull it out.
Anything special this week, going home one more time this year?
Oh, yeah, got a couple of family and friends coming in, so they real excited to see me play because a lot of them still haven't seen me play yet, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Does that give you more pressure or more motivation?
Oh no, not for real. I never try to put too much pressure on myself. I just try to play my game, and whatever comes to me. So, no, just be when I get the ball, I'm just gonna put on a show for my team and for my family and friends. So.
Also, talk about watching the defense play this year. They seem to have a big play mentality. They make big plays when they need to, come up with big turnovers. That has to be refreshing from what you saw last year.
Oh yeah, it's very refreshing and exciting because every time like they on the field, I'm expecting to see some type of forced fumble or interception like whenever the ball's in the air. So like I'm real like all I got is like high hopes for the defense this year. Like we just a whole bunch of playmakers from the D line all the way to the secondary.